Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Blue Blood on the Main Line. I'm your host, Curtis Sumpter, and I'm here with Alvin Williams. Alvin, what's up, man? Welcome to the show, man. Glad to have you. Happy New Year.
What's going on, young buck? Happy New Year to you.
Man, I'm doing well. As you know, I'm doing this show, and I knew I had to get you on the show. I mean, it was one of my top 5 guests to have on, but so many things have been going on, my life, just the times. And I knew once I got a chance to get a hold of you and connect with you, I definitely was going to have you on the show. What's been going on?
Nothing, man. I'm sorry. I'm top 5. I thought I might have been top 1 or 2. You know what I mean? I take the top 5, man. It's whatever. It's all good. Everything good, man. Everything's good. I can't complain at all.
Well, just so you know, man, the top 4 is Allen, Randy, Jay Frey. You know what I'm saying? Mikey Class and Baker Dunleavy, and that spot. And then come you, because you already know you the old head, man. You my big bro all day.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, y'all. Y'all some great dudes, all y'all, man. He's always, even when y'all first got on campus at Nova, man, it was always a pleasure being around y'all. And then seeing y'all grow up as young men, man. Then me getting a chance to work with you with the Sixers. So our lines always crossed. We even bumped each other with our knee problems. I think we was in Colorado. I forgot where we was at. We bumped into each other, man. So me and you always bumping into each other.
So I just want to get it out there. So I obviously, have the guys that I played with, and got a chance to know some of the guys that were there after me that I helped recruit, and so forth and so forth. But to develop a relationship with someone that, came before me. I mean, one thing about the program, we always talk about play for the guys that come before you. And I want to say that out of all the guys and alumni that I got a chance to know, if I had to pick one, you know what I'm saying, I would say you might be my fave, man. I don't want to give you credit because I hate giving you credit, but at the same time, is well deserved. When they talk about big brother or someone to look up to, I want to say, you've always been, you were the first person that I saw that was a pro, that I admired, that I got a chance to speak to. Just blew my mind, and I actually, for you to show interest in me, to develop a personal relationship, gave me confidence. So I never told you these things because I don't need to give you that credit, but right now for the show, and for the sake of, what's going on, I want you to know that, man, you've always been inspiration and a big part of my personal development. So thank you for that.
I appreciate the kind words, man. And what's understood doesn't even need to be said because it's mutual respect. It was always, yourself, Randy, Al, Jay, all you guys, Bump, like all you guys, when you guys came in, man, and I remember Nardi, like all you guys, very respectful, but y'all was hard workers and y'all ain't take a back seat. Me and John used to come up there and Jay and play and everything. Remember Big Turk? So y'all do very respectful, man, but y'all was grinders. And we saw y'all. We saw that, and I admired it too, man. So it was always love. And that's our responsibility. As the old heads, our responsibility to tough love, support, grab you by the shirt, take you on the side, encourage, do all those things, man. So you guys were really receptive, man. So it's a lifelong relationship. That's what college is all about too, man. Mm-hmm. That's what it's about. It's a pleasure, man, that you even thought about me to come on the show, and you and I still keep in contact and talk, man, like we ain't missed a beat. So it's all good. Appreciate you.
For sure. You mentioned about, myself, Allen, Randy, Jason, that class coming in and not backing down. I remember you, John, J Law, Turk, bringing in other pros, Keith Horn, Tim, whoever it was to come back. And I felt that, I don't know if you guys knew, but when we knew you guys were coming to the gym, we was in the back, game planning, trying to figure out who the matchup was and who needed to go to who, like who day it was. Like, we were not trying to back down from y'all. As much as we admired you guys, we wanted to, try to show you guys and prove to you guys that we were good. But in the same respect, we admired the fact that you guys didn't take it easy on us. Like you guys really, really tried to dog us out and and kill us every possession. And I think that, made a great relationship and a bond, like you said, that's still standing to this day.
No, that's for sure. Like you hear the phrases, you hear all the mottos and all that, steel sharpens steel and all that. But that's what it is, man. And a lot of us, we were at the back end of our career. We might have been just retiring or going through, but we still had that desire. And y'all pushed that fire. Y'all pushed it. I remember then Kyle came, and I remember I remember hating Kyle, dog. I used to try to kick Kyle's ass, like, and I just that was the piece. So, and we used to go back like, yo, them young boys, all right. And y'all ain't had instant success due to different variables, different reasons why, but y'all came in highly touted, but y'all never carried yourselves like that. Y'all were humble, and that was what it was. But we used to go back like, yo, them young boys, they tough, and I enjoyed going back up there and talking trash and all that. So yeah, it was a dope environment, man. I definitely miss those times.
When I say, like, I don't know what it's, a lot of people might not experience, but talking trash to pros, and really trying to back it up, getting to the point where they like, hey, young fella, like you want to step outside, you good, you good, you good. Be like, all right, maybe we cross the line a little bit, we good, we just, but again, the respect was there. We wanted to get better. We enjoyed, we knew we were getting better playing against you guys. And the fact that you guys took the time out to come back and, try to help us build, because again, your class was not, the Jay Wright class, so for you guys to come back and ingratiate us again, it was still just like love, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. And I think it helped set the tone because when we saw you guys, show love to us, as a new regime trying to fulfill, the dream of what we see was going on right now, it's like you guys gave us the confidence and the validation that we could do it. And it was great, man. We enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, but that was even with me, the Doug West would come back, Ed Pinkney's would come back, Gary.
Yeah.
Like I got a chance. I had one of the best moments of my life. I think it was the 20th year or the 25th. I'm old, dog, so don't. It was the 85.
We saw already before the show started. Yeah.
the 85 championship team, they always get together at Coach Massimino's house. And I got invited. I wasn't part of that, but I got invited to Coach Mass' house. We went down to a school that he was coaching at. No, I forgot the school that he was coaching at down
in Florida?
Yeah, in Florida.
Northwood?
Northwood. I think it was Northwood out there, man. And I spent the weekend out there. And I spent the week 85 class, and they brought me in like I was part of the team. They told me stories, man. Unbelievable stories, like going stuff that we got to talk about off. Well, I can't even about it, but
exactly.
Stuff. So just being a part of that family. I remember Doug West coming back, playing against us at Nevin, going against Carey and Ed Pinkney, just like all those guys, man. Mark Dowdell and Greg Woodard. And like Jay did a very good job of bringing everybody together, right? And it was all feeling, but players always came back. That Villanova love was always there. So it was nothing for us to do the same thing.
But the thing about, I think, was significant in that was, and I don't know if it was part of the plan, but I don't know if Jay singled out you and John and those Philly guys, but like you guys like challenged us on a whole different level. It wasn't just like, okay, hey, we here Villanova, made tradition great. Like it was, you guys really, really challenged us, and we felt that. I don't know if it was a Philly thing or whatever, pride, but you guys definitely made us even more humble, and just said, hey, like you guys aren't just coming in here as this big class. Like you gotta earn the respect and love, and like this is still Philly, a bunch of New York guys. And we had our battles. Like I said, it was times where, it almost went outside off the court, but it was all love. But it was teaching moments, and it was respect, and it was you guys basically saying, "Hey, man, you guys are the next ones to do it, to carry the torch, to bring Villanova back up." And then, after us, the tradition kept going, and then we got 2 championships
Yep.
after that.
That's a family, man. That's a family, and I know we've been talking about it for a minute, but it's the realest part of it because it was no agendas. We wasn't going there seeing that y'all were gonna be the, the next ones and trying to get something from y'all, or whether it's a ticket, money, whatever. Like, it was nothing like that. It was all straight love, and the attitude was that was us, myself, John, Day. It was no coincidence, and even when Turk came up, all Philly guys. That's kind of like our attitude, and for that, right? But y'all once again ain't back down. Y'all ain't back down. Y'all was ready to play. People, situations come outside, with John, mention names, but it was all those things. But once again, it would never went too far because at the end of the day, our numbers and our doors was always open for y'all. Whenever, for any and everything, y'all could have called us for at any time. We would have been right there on campus taking care of whatever we needed to take care of with y'all, whatever. And it's still the same today. We was talking, trying to get a football game for Thanksgiving. Me and John over here call you, and just it's the same. So, like I said, what's understood need to be said, man.
And speaking of, family and really, really getting to know each other and being able to call somebody, these are things, like I said, in this conversation, in this interview, people probably hear things they never knew before. You probably, I probably remind you of certain things you probably forgot about, whatever. But I remember I got my first whip, and I put little TVs, little rims on it, and everything, and I just needed some tint, and I was like, I don't know where to go, and I called you. I was like, yo, Al, man, I need a spot, man. I'm trying to trick my joint out. You probably was laughing at me like, this little knucklehead spending his money. But again, you was like, yo, I know somewhere you can go, they'll do you right, just whatever it was. But, I looked up to you. I wanted a nice car. I wanted everything to look good. And I reached out to you, and you was like readily right there, like, hey, young fella, like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's a nice spot you should go to, blah, blah, blah. And, my car looked good, man. I was getting a lot of compliments. And it got stolen in like 3 months, man. Like, literally, I went home on the weekend, bro. Went home on the weekend. They got me, man. Literally got me. Came back to campus on the train. Coach like, yo, where the whip at? I'm like, I don't know, man. I got a police report out there. So I don't know. Maybe it was a tent. I don't know what it was, but it's a young boy, trying to, like, act out a little bit.
Like, we all did it, man. It's
all did it.
Get an opportunity to go through that and still be here today and talk about it, laugh about it, reflect on it. It's even those times, man, where some of that type of game, I wish I could give more game on, things to other options or different ways to go about things or however. But, man, we all live and learn. And shucks, man, I had the same thing, man. I didn't have my car broken into. I had my everything that happened, man. So I said, it's fortunate enough to still be involved. But those are the things we worked hard to treat ourselves to certain things. And now we see how we prioritize a little different and go about life different. We have different things mean a little different to us. Like maybe not a car mean as much. Maybe it's something family, kids, parents, whatever the case may be. But all those things, man, teaching lessons that we never stop learning.
For sure, man. I just appreciate it. Like I said, you just, answering the call, referencing the place. Like, just having that relationship, like, that was like, okay, cool. I can call my big brother Al. Like, he can direct me and make sure, nobody don't overcharge me or whatever it may be. And it was those little things. And, I tried to give a little love back later on down the line when I found Dr. Pine and the guys that was helping us out with our knees.
Definitely.
And, I was, I just got done my first year.
Where did we go with that? Was that long? No, that wasn't all the way in Long Island, was it?
So that happened after my first year out of Villanova in 2007.
Right.
I met the doctor, Keith Pine, based out of Canada. And he was doing a lot of these procedures as far as, helping people mechanically like recover from certain
Right.
injuries, whether it be knee
Right.
injuries, ankle injuries. And again, like I took I ain't gonna say a risk, but I heard about him through basically the grapevine. And I took a chance on someone to go see him, and I started seeing my body just change, after those two ACLs and going through my fifth year, feeling crazy after a summer league, not feeling right. And I remember after going to see him feeling good, and I recommended him to Jason. And I think you were kind of, right at the end of your career, if not. And I was like, dude, if my knees is feeling good, I know all our knees is like literally on his last limb. Like,
Yep.
and
Yep.
I said, yo, you need to check this guy out, man. And I think,
I did.
I brought you through, I brought J Law through. And I felt like, he helped us, man, because I got another like 6 years out of it.
Yeah, I was done. I was done. But no, I remember because he came to my crib too. Came to my work with me. So yeah, I definitely. But that's what it was, man. To get the return, man. You give, you return. How about when you the other return you gave me? You gave me an opportunity, my first coaching opportunity. You want to talk about that?
Well, all right. So, everybody. So, my first start of entrepreneurship didn't probably go too well. Let's just say that I was trying to partner with someone and try to start a league, and I solicited Alvin and John, because Alvin's my big brother. I solicited him to be like celebrity coach, but also not celebrity coach, but yeah, he a coach. He know what he's talking about. And fast forward it, I might have gotten paid and he might have not gotten paid. But anyway, we still on good standards.
Hey,
we good.
I wasn't even talking about the payment. I'm talking about set me up there. We ain't had practice. We went out to DC and got beat by 60,000 points by all these Georgetown dudes and Maryland dudes. I said, come on, man. You coming fresh off the knee injury. Man, you set me up for failure. I'm 4-1 coach.
See, I don't want to throw nobody under the bus, but you understand, like, Villanova, we're organized. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have enough. You know what I'm saying? I was trying, but everybody was busy. Everybody was busy, had things going on, and I had to go outside, you know what I mean? Figure out things, and hey, it is what it is. But we showed up. We showed up. And we got spanked, but it is what it is.
It was fun. No, hey, dog, we got a long history. I know it's a lot to talk about.
And it was funny about the game because I didn't think I was retired already or whatever. I didn't play for like maybe a year. And I was trying to do like the player coach thing. I was trying to do the GM, player coach, organizer. Like I said, my first go round of trying to, be an entrepreneur didn't go too great. And but we definitely organized the game, but I was actually playing the game and I get fouled. I go to the free throw line and I maybe ran up the court maybe 2 or 3 times. I'm huffing and puffing. Like I haven't felt this tired in probably years. And I think I shoot like 2 air balls, like literally. And the game is like televised, like literally 2 air balls. And you sub me out.
And
he said, yo, come sit next to me. I was like, damn, I didn't give me a shot. He's like, nah, you good. You done.
No, that was fun, man. Right? You see, but that entrepreneurial stuff, man, no joke. That ain't for the faint of heart. I could, getting into that entrepreneurial world like an athlete. You invest a lot of time in it, and there's no guarantee that you'll get that result that that paid for all that time. But it's something you gotta put your neck out there, and you gotta learn. And you may hit, you may not hit, you may hit, but you're going. It's like one of those things. Right. It's something that you gotta tip your hat to people that venture into that world, and because it's not for the faint of heart. It's a very challenging industry. It's a very challenging lifestyle. It's something you have to commit to, just like sports, man. In order to get what you want out of it, you got to commit to it. You got to be willing to take the good with the bad. more of the bad, just think about playing ball. How many times things didn't go right for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things that went well for you that kept you driving and kept you moving. So it's very similar, but I mean, it
Yo,
is.
Al, yo, you hit it right on the head. And after that, I've got into coaching, as you know, did the whole Sixers thing. We got a chance to work together a little bit.
Yep.
I then pursued and got into the whole corporate America venture with insurance and some sales. But right now, I'm back at it for my second go around of entrepreneurship, man. And I haven't even told you, but right now, what I'm doing for the community and for everyone is I'm providing COVID testing for people. Right now, it's a huge need. Everyone needs it. People needed to stay employed. People needed to get back into school. Employers needed to run their business, need employees to be able to show up to work. So these are the things that I'm providing for the community, definitely for the community of need, but to the masses. And again, it's a business that I'm trying to run. I got people on deck that's willing to give their time and perform these tests. And I'm partnering with big businesses to do this. And one of the partnerships that I have right now is the actually Masonic Temple on Broad Street, the
Okay.
First Broad Street. It's like the first African American Masonic Temple in the whole country. So it's pretty huge. They're giving me access to all Masonic temples in Philadelphia. As we can, do this venture. But that's just one of the things I'm doing. But I'm just trying to just bring, give back to the community, obviously, but just do what we do at the same time, man. I love giving back. I love helping people, but this is what I've learned, and this is what other people have shared with me. Everyone has always shared and given back to me to help me grow. So this is one of the things I feel can kind of help the community grow and be safe. So, and again, it's entrepreneurship, man, and it's tough. It's developing a staff. It's driving business. It's doing all these things. It's no sleep. It's you got people out here doing things that's not true and false that you gotta kind of defend yourself against. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff that if I guess being an athlete, you understand the grind, the obstacles, the injuries, the media, the negativity, and what you got to do. Maybe coaching changes or whatever it may be, obstacles that you got to do, but stay focused to try to fulfill that task, man. And I'm enjoying the process. Every day is a different day. But I'm enjoying the process, man.
No, that's the beauty about it, the process and the journey. Because when it's all said and done, what makes you have the gratitude and what makes you appreciate everything is the process of going through it, the ups and downs. So when you do, you reach that level of success, you can always reflect back and you can always use those experiences for the next venture or the next opportunity. So that journey is the best part. And then, you're surrounding yourself around people that are not only like-minded, but that's going to challenge you, but they also have that work ethic and that drive to push your vision along, right? To push your vision and your business that you're sticking your neck out, whether it's financially, time, resources, and all these type of things. So surrounding yourself around those people. And then once again, man, never forget that human side. A lot of people, they get into business and they use that term. It's just business. It's not personal. I'm on the tip that, not having a lot of success in the business world or in the entrepreneurial side, but still, I love to be able to go to sleep at night, right? I love to be able to go to sleep at night knowing that, the people that I'm working with, I'm treating fairly, I'm treating with respect, I'm learning from, and then I'm also, I'm trustworthy and doing the things that make me feel good, like you said, giving back. So that side, a lot of people lose that sight of that human side, how to treat yourself and how to treat people. So, it's a beautiful thing, man. I wish you nothing but the best, man. Of course, I know you're going to do well. Continue doing it. But, man, and once again, put a brother on, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey,
Honestly, that was my next thing, man. Definitely want to do an Alvin Williams, day or something like that when we get back to the community and partner up and do something. Like I said, we're trying to do big things, and again, everything we do is to get back to the community. that's one thing. Like, don't get me wrong, everyone loves success, but like you said, that human side, you always have to put that and never lose who you are. And I've always let that, drive me in the decisions that I've made. And that's why, I've chosen to, have the career path that I've had. I've done certain things and, great opportunities. But, when I put that human side involved in, when I interject that, I just felt that, it wasn't me. And in order for me to be successful, in order for me to be happy, I needed to do the things that I felt that, allowed me to be me and flourish. And again, I've always been a team player. And right now, the team right now is just, the communities of need and everyone, so how can I help, throw that extra assist, and help people feel safe and provide that comfort zone, at least right now for the time being.
And success comes in different forms, right? So however you measure your own success, no one can tell you if you're successful or not. That comes from within, that comes internally rather. And one of those things.
Let me tell you guys a little bit about our partners over at BetRivers Sportsbook. If you haven't signed up yet with BetRivers, now's the time because they are offering a $250 match bonus for your first deposit. What sets them apart is that they require one playthrough just to turn your bonus into cash money. With their new Rush Pay instant approval, withdrawing your winnings is safer, more secure, and more reliable. With conference play starting up, get in on the action by going to betrivers.com today or by downloading the BetRivers iOS app. Must be 21 years or older. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLE.
You talking about you're a team player and assists. You never passed when you was a player. So, like, speaking of basketball, what you think of the Nova team now? Like, what's your thoughts?
Oh man, I actually thought this year was going to be exactly what it is. We had some really good years, some really good success. We needed a year of some challenges to continue the hunger, the growth of the program. Success top success can only be sustained, but for so long, you might have a little slippage. And I think it's just been our slippage has just been more so of our success. Because we've had guys, get the opportunity to move on to the next level. So I think, there may be a little bit of influx of talent on the team, but for the most part, I think our hunger, our desire, and guys are there, fighting every day. Like, that's what I love. Like, that part will never ever change.
Right.
We might not be the most talented team out there. We got some great seniors. We're still developing. Some of our sophomores and juniors. Justin's doing more. Justin's doing well. But again, I think because we've been so successful for a while, I think we're starting to see a little bit of the effects this year. But I don't think it's something that's going to be sustained. Kind of like the Warriors. You know what I mean? Like, they missed Steph for half a minute, but they still the Warriors. You can't count them out. You already know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's just Nova. And I think at the end of this year, a lot of players who maybe have not had the most opportunity before over the course of the season will gain that experience. And they'll make those big plays at the end of the game where they may have missed them before. And I think that's where, what we always see with Nova. Like, you can never count us out. The big shot, the unexpected dive, the rebound, the tap back, one of those attitude plays. Like, it's going to all come together right at the moment when it needs to come together. It just might look ugly right now.
Right.
But at the most part, I think we're good, man. I never, doubt us.
No, for sure. And that's the ups and downs of the season, coming off last year, COVID year, and, all of those uncertainties. And then you see, like, seniors coming back. And I love the commitment that everyone's made to make sure the seniors have their senior year, right?
Yes.
You got young players, I got my young buck Jordan Longino, right, coming from Germantown Academy. We went to the same school, and those freshmen, they really have to exercise a lot of patience. They may feel, freshmen play right away, but there's a commitment, and it's much bigger than basketball, and which is another Villanova way. I think what the display is showing once again, it's much bigger than basketball. Although the seniors and the upperclassmen, they're very good players, they're talented and they're needed, but it's deeper than just basketball. It's an opportunity for them to get that time, that moment back that may have been lost last year or, compromised a bit. So I think I love the fact that the season is going the way it's going because it's deeper than basketball. And I think so. And once again, to your point, there are no slouches. Like it's not it ain't gonna be an easy win. Like if it, and so the way the style of play, the coaching, and the commitment of the players, that's the ingredients to have success. Now championship, you never know, but the success.
Right. And you said it best, like the way things are going right now, the transfer portal, I think there's no other team that can handle that situation, like handle incoming freshmen, understanding that seniors might get an extra year now. The plan might have changed a little bit. Like all of that is just, I think just the way the program's been ran for so long that, like you said, people have to be patient, but people are willing and understand they have to be patient. And it allows the team to continuously flow and the tradition to continuously go through. Sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied, a little parched. But
might want to get a little beverage or something, get a little water.
Yeah, I'm a little tongue-tied, man.
But you know what's crazy? I think back to your days of playing, right? And you had, the injuries, and you had the 5th year. Did you?
5th year, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember you. First of all, I remember that, right? And it was always, we talked about playing against each other, but then, I was away playing ball and watching y'all. And you were, to me, the guy, you were the difference maker on that team because you was, you wasn't the guard, Randy and A-Ray and, Artie, but you was that 3-man that was so versatile, athletic, can get your shot from the perimeter, can post up. You did all those things, right? And then you were that driving force. And I think when you got hurt, that's when that team took the biggest hit. Had great players. Y'all guys had great players, but you were the piece, along with Jay Frazier, that, his injury, but your injury I thought was big. But coming back and having to play, you wasn't 100%. You wasn't 100% by any means, but you committed, you played, coach played, whatever that dynamic. How did that go for you though? Because I didn't talk to you, I didn't tap in 100%, but I was watching from afar and admiring.
It was rough. And it was rough because my mindset, being there again, I had my own inner demons. I was fighting, coming off of 2 ACLs, being a 5th year senior now, saying like, hey, I want to have a great senior year after just seeing what just transpired. Everything we talked about, everything we recruited that we wanted to do, bring over to, I just saw it from afar. Never feeling a part of it was kind of hard and difficult. So coming into that 5th year, I put a lot of pressure on myself, but my body wasn't responding to what I wanted to do. And it kept letting me down time and time again. And being young, not understanding that, coach is making decisions was best for the team. Trying to, make me happy, because at the same time, coach is great. I mean, he understood. I mean, he empathized with me and what was going on. Like who most people would or show they did. And I think maybe, and I learned this later on, we probably, lost some games, or he probably made some sacrifices empathizing with me, trying to make me confident or whatever. that year.
Yeah.
There was things that we did that was differently that I know normally wouldn't be done. The program, but at the same time, that was coach. I guess just trying to help me get through all this stuff that was going through my head. Also, we were a young team as
Mm-hmm.
well. Had some guys looking up to me as well, and I wanted to do well. But literally, I think that year it was very very difficult for me, and I couldn't swallow the pill that I wasn't the same player anymore.
Right.
And some of the decisions that was made, I just couldn't understand it. But later on, I realized exactly why they were made. Once I got into the coaching world, once I
Yep.
stepped outside of that, once I really, removed, my personal feelings. And when you really think about team, because as a player, I always wanted to do what I could for Allen, Randy, Jason, Baker, Mike, bump, whatever. So on a court, man, if I had to sacrifice some extra shots and doing certain things in my role, I should have been willing to do that too, which I was, but I just wasn't recognizing that. So it was a rough year, man, but Coach and I got through it.
No, we're young, man. And once again, you talk about Coach Wright, and I played for Coach Lapp, recruited by Coach Mass and Coach Lapp, and Jay Wright was assistant with Coach Mass. So that's how I got to meet Coach Wright. They recruited, I was in 10th, 11th grade. And that's how we started developing an early relationship. But I think back to that moment, as you said, Coach sacrificed some things for you, that, might compromise the team, but that commitment, too, which is great to hear. And we just talked
Yeah.
about going for the seniors this year. And I think about him allowing me to come and practice with you guys, trying to get back into the NBA. And I actually got an opportunity to sign a 10-day with the Clippers and get some workouts from working out with you guys in practice. And so Coach was running offense through me sometimes, letting me show.
Yes, I remember.
So, and it was some NBA scouts there watching you guys and realizing like Alvin can still move. So once again, that Villanova piece, and you hear so much negative stuff about college coaches and, selfishness and the business of it, and athletes just get exploited and used. But I will take my hat off to Jay, man, because I've watched him time and time again show the bigger picture. And that's just when you talk about Villanova, that's something, I appreciate by Jay. And I know that, if I ever had someone, I would have no problems of saying Villanova, Coach Wright, the staff, alumni, this is a place where you wanted to be. I had the situation I'm talking about, and Jalen Brunson. Talked to Rick Brunson a lot about the Villanova culture, the challenges of it, but the benefits. And the benefits are much greater than the challenge. You get past the challenge.
God. Yes.
So I'm always being an advocate, but I think more so it's about the people that come from there. Jay Wright, hell yeah, for sure. The captainship, but I always think about the people yourself, the Jalen's and
It's everybody that come through there. It's like it's the same, not the same person, but you understand when you meet a Villanova, basketball player. If you met him, you met them all for the most part. You know what I mean? Like we're all cut from the same cloth. We all represent ourselves, our families well, and an institution well. We take pride in it. And I think it just shows, and it's really starting to show more now, just because of some wins, but that's always been us, and that's the thing. Like that's nothing new to us. That's nothing new to the Villanova community. It just highlights more that this is been what we've been doing. So it's awesome.
And even the people who didn't have the greatest experiences, because every school and every coach and every teammate is not for everybody. Some people choose to leave, some people choose to transfer, some people choose to stick it out, but have the worst experiences. And those are people I still talk to today, right? They may not have the greatest things to say about Villanova, may not have the greatest things to say about me or their experience, but I still, that love, because I understand that nature of college sports. It is a business. It is relationship driven. It is opportunistic. But at the same time, how do you gain the most out of this experience? How do you get the most out of it? whether you're a Villanova or not. Once you made a commitment and you're a good person, then I'm with you. Whether you graduate wearing blue or you graduate wearing red, but you come through the doors and you mess with us from a little bit and you're a good person, you know what I mean? I got it. Those relationships got that.
Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Even if it's for a season,
Hey,
I
man.
still love some of my Villanovas that, transferred. Maybe, like I said, things didn't work out basketball-wise, but they're some of my best friends to this day.
About 30 times, man. And one of my y'all was going to transfer 30 times between my first and season. So I already know what that is like. So, yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, man. But, man, Alvin, so I want you to tell everybody what you got going on right now. I know you in your professional career, I know you did some dipping and dabbling, like I said, your own entrepreneurship, some partnerships down in New York. But what you got going on right now?
Man, I got everything going on right now. First of all, my family got my family hanging, just taking care of that, being a father and all these things, man. Taking care
Oh,
of
how's your son? I'm sorry to cut you off. How's Lil Man? Because I know the last time we was together, he was not doing too well, but I know it was some things going on. How's he doing?
Everybody's good, man. Everybody, I have no complaints. I lost my father this summer, not to put it downer, but I lost my father. So holding that down, getting through that. But I got a lot going on, man. I'm doing broadcasting for the Raptors, for the Toronto Raptors. I'm doing play-by-play. I'm a color analyst, and I'm doing that. I'm also a head coach at Shipley School, right off of Montgomery Avenue. Right now, we're about to play. But I also I'm co-founder of this group called Team 100. It's a sports management group that work with athletes, but more importantly, we educate athletes and really tap into everything. We talk about the journey. We talk about the injuries. We talk about family dynamics. We talk about the finances. We talk about nutrition. We talk about everything that that athletes need support in. And I think more importantly I think the thing I'm more proud about is being a resource for that out their extended relationships, the mom, the father, the brother, the sister, girlfriends, the wives, or the husbands, or whatever the case may be for an athlete, because a lot of people don't realize there's challenges and the stress that come from an athlete. Sometimes it comes from family. Sometimes it comes from other relationships. And that stress not come from they're doing something intentional to hurt that athlete. It's a lot of times it's just not knowing. It's not understanding the dynamic and the new dimension of this life. So we take a holistic approach when we work with athletes. So that's what I'm doing. It's called Team 100. My partner is Curtis Williams, who's he's a graduate from Villanova as well. He ran track. He's younger than you. He's young. How old are you now, man?
I'll be 38 in about 26 days.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, yeah, you about to hit 40, but hey, I'm about to hit 50. So yeah, he graduated a little earlier, but those are the things, man. That's a passion of mine, and I think tapping into the entrepreneurial world is easier for me when I know it's a passion, and it drives me even more. And surround myself around, great people. So I got a few partners. Another guy by the name of Otis Ellis who went to Germantown Academy, and it's a woman who's a licensed psychiatrist, Dr. Delvina Thomas, who deals with the mental health aspect. And she's excellent, man. And she just brings a whole different outlook, and not necessarily working with the athletes, but she helps us and shows us how to approach certain athletes because of her experience and just getting a chance to communicate. So it's a great fit. It's a great team, and we're still building. We're 1 year into it, and we're pretty much developing as well. So it's cool, man. So I got a lot going on, but I'm excited, man, for these next couple of years.
I'm excited to hear you got so much going on. And I'm even more excited to hear that, you're trying to spread information to people and make them just more aware. That's one of the things we need to get better as a society, is not withhold information to make us grow. As we grow, as we get better as human beings, society gets better and it grows as well. We don't have some of the issues that we have. So that's some of the things, again, we all share as men, you and I, we know what we do, but also we just want to just share what we have and knowledge, information, and access to things that will help people grow and better themselves, because everyone wants to, not be stagnant and in the same place. Everyone wants opportunity. And if you have the ability to provide that opportunity for someone else, why not?
Yep.
We can all benefit from it. So I love to hear that from you. It doesn't surprise me. That's what you're doing. And hopefully, in the future, we can do some business together and continue to spread, knowledge and information to people, and give them access to opportunities maybe that they don't have.
Man, we will do some business together. We'll do some things together. That's nothing but a phone call, sit down and putting great minds together and hearts together. So that's nothing.
But yo, before I get you off this, man, when you gonna come and hoop with us again, man? Or you retired out of these is officially done?
I retired, dog. Yeah, I'm done.
You done? Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, COVID put a damper on a lot of things, man. We was up at Nova the other day for the first time in 2 years, man, and our lungs, man, felt it, man. I'm still feeling it, man. It was a whole different type of run than a little high school gym. So if I'm feeling it, I know you've been feeling it.
I'm scared now, dog, because I don't want to get hurt. Like I said, I got so much. I'm flying back and forth to Toronto, and you get my age. It's the ACLs, it's the Achilles that start going. Once that happened, man, I'm like, I said, you know what?
True.
My little boxing. I do my little walking around. I lift a little bit, but I'm scared. But you know what I want to start doing? I want to just start like working out a little bit, like shooting, like do a couple.
Yeah, just do the basic. Yo, so we're gonna talk about some things, but I'm working with a little group and everything, and we're talking about trying to maybe develop something like that. Where it's just a little workout where it's not too stressful, but you also feel like, hey, I got some work in. Basketball driven, but hit driven, basketball driven, but something else. But who knows, man? You invest some of that big money, man, and some of them Canadian Canadian dollars into the business, man.
Hey, man, we gonna figure it out. I'm with it though.
All right. For sure, man. But Alvin, man, thank you so much, man. Like I said before, I meant every word I said. If there's anyone who from the class, whoever came before us from Villanova, if anyone that I've taken a liking to more, that I feel like I've learned the most from, it's been you. You've extended yourself to me in so many different ways, and our relationship has grown over the years. And I feel like we have more than just, a friendship. Is literally, I can call you big bro, man. So old head, I guess is the Philly term. But I'm, in Brooklyn, I'm gonna just call you son. But
I think.
But yo, you know what I mean. This is much love, man. Thanks again for being on the show and taking the time.
Love you, dog.
Love you too, man. Appreciate you. Happy New Year.
Thanks to you.